everyone, my name is Tasha Rhodes, and today we are going to be shooting my first YouTube video. I'm just going to be doing a quick get ready with me, nothing major. I just want to show you guys my everyday look and what I do on a daily basis. Well, to start everything off, I always try to cleanse my face before with some toner and a cotton swab. I do that all over my face just so I can have a nice and clean face. So next, I'm gonna go in with my Neutrogena Hydroboost moisturizer. I no longer use a primer necessarily to prime my face. I think I saw Makeup by Mario say he no longer uses primers. He just uses like really good moisturizers. So I'll use this. I have another brand in my bathroom that I use for my face sometimes also. I just have dry skin, so it's best for me. I'm not gonna say that this works for everyone, but for me, it has worked and it's been a lot better and less drying to my face than adding an extra product such as a primer. Now, for people with oily skin, I will recommend that it might be better to use a primer just to make everything, you know, more even, and so you're not like sweating your makeup off because you didn't set your face well. So it all just depends on the person. So I'm gonna use my Fenty eyebrow pencil to do more so the inner part of my eye and to trace my actual eyebrow. This is a lot more detailed brush. And then I'm gonna go in with my Dollar Wet n Wild makeup pencil, I believe, and just put this to fill in. I use this because it's a lot thicker and it really just gets that pigment on there. And that is an eyebrow. That is an eyebrow. This last step, I don't recommend for everyone. I only recommend if you have like a darker, deeper skin tone, or you just have really dark hair, like black hair. For the absolute outer part of my eyebrow, I'm gonna take another eyebrow pencil in black. I either got this from the dollar store, but normally I use like a Wet n Wild pencil from Walmart. So either get these from the dollar store, your beauty supply store, or Walmart. These literally should only be $1, and then just do the very outer, because it just makes your eyebrows pop even more. So next we're gonna define the eyebrows. I'm gonna be taking the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the color Deep Chestnut to outline and define my eyebrows. I put it in there and put a nice swab on my hand. And then begin to outline. So now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. palette and I'm just going to color correct all the dark marks on my face around my mouth and under my eyes. Now once that is all done, I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender and get to blending. So now that I am done with blending and correcting, I'm gonna go on with my foundation. I use Fenty Beauty in 440 and I also use Maybelline Fit Me in Warm Coconut color 356. I mix both of these because it just gives me like the perfect shade. And something in Fenty makes it last forever, and then something in the Maybelline just gives me like the perfect shade. So that's why I mixed the two. A pump of each goes a long way. I will say I go in with the stipple brush first rather than blending, because I feel like with blending you sometimes lose your product. So that's why I'm going with the stipple brush. Okay, so now that we're done blending our foundation, it is time to highlight. So these are my two absolute favorites. Again, the e.l.f. Camo Concealer and then the Nars Concealer. This one is the color Walnut. This one lasts a lot better in my opinion, but this one is like great for blending. I actually have this one and the hydrating one, so either or, they're great just depending on what look you're going for. This is probably better for day, this is probably better for night, and this is good for both. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna use my Nars. We're gonna go ahead and blend that in. Make sure you're taking your blending. So now that we're done highlighting, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight with powder using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in color 30. I do this just to set and bring out my highlight. I'm not necessarily gonna do a cream contour because that is more harsh and it's better for night events because it makes your face pop, or just when you have a more special event. But since this is a day look, like I said, we're gonna just use highlight with this powder and keep it light and airy. So I take this, do 2 dips, and go under my eye like this. My nose, around the mouth. I look like a ghost. I personally do not let this sit for a full minute like some people do. I'm gonna go ahead and take my brush right now and get to blending. Make sure you guys are sweeping and blending at the same time. Don't just sweep. As you can see, I'm not just sweeping, I'm kind of blending it into my entire face, because sometimes when you let things sit, even though I didn't let it sit long, it can create certain patches, especially when you're taking pictures. So just make sure you're blending that in and not just sweeping it off. Sweep and blend. So now that we're done highlighting, we're gonna go ahead and do a light contour using our Fenty Beauty bronzer in the color Mocha Mami. I love this bronzer because it doesn't necessarily do too much. You can actually wear this during the day, versus like doing a like dark cream contour and then doing a harsh powder on top. This is a nice way to give your face some definition without looking like you're going to the club at 3 p.m. So we do a sweep. Look how light and airy that looks. I love it here. And if you want to do more, just dip it some more and do it. But I like to keep it light and simple. Plus, I already have like super strong cheekbones, so it already be like I'm just joking. Side wheel, this was probably my favorite product from the Fenty Beauty foundation. This is like my go-to. I have not found any bronzer contour better than this one that just goes with my makeup so flawlessly, and I can build it up or I can keep it light. Like, it's the best. So this is probably the best buildable contour I've ever used in my entire life, and it is my favorite product from the line. So in order to add some warmth and some more depth to my face, I took my NYX Sweet Cheeks blush in the color Red Riot and just applied a light amount to the apple of my cheeks. I know this looks like a lot, but honestly, once we have this all blended, it's really not even gonna look that bad. So I add that to my cheeks, similar to the bronzer. I add it to my cheeks, and then I add it to my forehead. So I think I added a tad too much, just a tad, not too much. I honestly love blush, so I'm gonna take my stipple brush again, not add any foundation, just the excess, and just go around the part that I don't really want blushed up. So next I'm gonna go in with my Juvias Place Nefertiti highlighter. I absolutely love this. This is loose and so shimmery, but it is like such, let me see if you guys can see it. It's just such a pretty color. Like, it really just is. So I just take a little dab of that. I use this small brush for my nose, so I'm gonna just do the bridge. Not anything too much because I'm not going to the club, so just a light little nose. Then I'm gonna go in with my fan brush and do my cheekbones. Loving this way this is turning out for me. Now to bring all the powders together, I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier finishing powder. I'm going to add a little bit to the lid, honestly, like that much. It really doesn't take a lot, like at all. I'm so serious, y'all, because I made that mistake once. I looked so cakey. So again, I'm gonna take my Total Face brush, dip that in there, make sure you get it on all parts of it so it's evenly distributed, and then you're gonna just put that all over the face. This is honestly just to like set everything and bring all those powders together. I don't like to look too cakey, so that little bit is just enough for me. I honestly don't use this every day, but I do use this on weekends or special occasions because it's really good for like flashback. It really eliminates like any flashback because all the powders are blended out together. So now that the majority of our face is done, I'm gonna do the finishing touches, which include eyelashes. I always stack up on eyelashes. Like, my best advice is when they have sales at Walmart or the beauty supply store, go ahead and get you some. I used to get my lashes done, but like, I'm really impatient when it comes to sitting for an hour and a half, especially when I have to get them filled in every 2 weeks. So I only do it like birthdays, Christmas, holidays. That's when I get my lashes done. But save some coin and stack up on your lashes, because in my opinion, like, wearing them like 1 or 2 times is like probably max. But if you So now that I'm done with my face, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes. I'm gonna take this glue and just put it on the top of my eyelid. And let that dry for a second. While that's drying, I'm gonna apply some mascara to the top. Top and bottom lashes. I'm wearing Kiss Lashes in Love in honor of Valentine's Day the other day. Actually, yesterday. So, now that that's basically dry, magical. So now that my lashes are on, I'm gonna go ahead and put on some more mascara just to make them like va-va-boom. You know what I'm saying? Just to make them like pop a little bit more. Don't worry too much about the under part of your eye because I'm gonna go ahead and like smoke that out a little bit. But if you don't want to add like a little bit of a shade under there, you can go back in with your concealer, and just like this, I will show you guys. I'll give you guys a little bit of an example. Just in case anybody ever makes like a really big mistake, you just go like this. Like literally just with the tip, like not too much. Right underneath your eye. Then take your beauty blender again. Cause like I know sometimes when I'm in a rush, I really get on mascara. I'd be like, oh, my whole face is messed up. But no, it's just like painting a picture. Oh, we're back and better. Okay. Like honestly, this looks better than before. Okay, well this little trick worked out for me. So now that we're done with highlighting and stuff with the face, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Fenty Beauty contour or bronzer again and just go underneath my eye, like on the outer corner. Cause I don't want to use black, you know? Like I really just don't want to use black. I just want to use a brown, cause that will just bring out my eye just enough. And create a little bit of a shadow, but not too much, because I don't want to be out here looking like, why is she wearing a smoky eye at 12 a.m.? You know what I'm saying? 12 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Like just something nice and airy, not doing too much. Like I said, I have errands to run. I'm going to a nice little lunch later today. Like I just want to look nice and cute. So to kind of bring out my eyes, I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty bronzer one more time and take a little brush, dab it in there, and just go under my eye. This creates like a nice, pretty shadow. It's like absolutely beautiful. Black can be a little bit too harsh for the daytime, in my opinion. So, and if you're feeling whimsical, I'm just joking, you can just go ahead and slim out your nose a little bit. I just do this. So now that I'm done with the basis of my face, I'm gonna go ahead and seal the deal with my Mist and Fix by Makeup Forever. This is a great setting spray. So just rinse your face in that. Ooh, ooh. That girl is something. That girl is beautiful. So now we're gonna go ahead and finish this whole look with a beautiful lip, something nice and calm. I am gonna take my lip pencil. This is actually the color Cocoa. I got this from the beauty supply store. It's a dupe for NYX though, so you can get a nice brown like in this shade from NYX. Go ahead and cop. Okay, so as you can see, I'm gonna trace the outside of my lips. To give you guys a brief description of what I'm about to do, I'm going to trace my lips, then add a colored lip gloss on top, and then add a nice sheer light pink on top just to bring all those colors together. It's going to be a beautiful look, so just stay tuned. I'm looking a little crazy right now, but then I'm going to take my Milani Pumpy lip gloss and apply that over this. And now I'm taking my sheer lip gloss and just adding that on top. All right, guys, this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate all the love and support. I love you guys already. And I pray that you guys come back for more. Subscribe.